going live.
All right, we're live.
And we are live. Casey is on TikTok.
My phone's in my pocket, so I wouldn't be.
I'm searching Matt's algorithms. It's nothing's coming up.
Keep looking.
Aren't they going to ban that soon?
What's that?
Aren't they going to ban TikTok like from the, in the US?
It's. I wouldn't be surprised if someone doesn't try. I think there's already been legislature introduced.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because it's a Chinese-based company, and they're worried about. I mean, whether they have our information or Google has our information, somebody's going to have our information. What's the?
Or
They all have our information.
selling it to China.
Yeah. All right, we got a couple people logging on now.
I'm really popular in China. I'll tell you that.
They're trying. I was going to say they're trying to duplicate your algorithms right now.
Good luck.
They're like, we need to somehow.
We need to hire this genius.
Did you see the algorithms he has cultivated?
Not even our top AI can replicate.
No one has that mentality. All right, Casey, you good?
Yes, sir.
You guys are good. You good, Sam?
Yep.
All right, I'm gonna count down 3, 2, 1. We'll go silent for about 10 seconds. I'll roll into an intro, and then later at some point I'll let you cut out when it's time to go. Shy's in the chat. Okay, we're gonna get started. 3, 2, 1. Hey everybody, it is 6:30 on Tuesday night. We are live on YouTube as we usually are on Tuesday night at 6:30. The guys, we have the full staff tonight. Full staff. We haven't had a full staff in a while. Jose has made it back from whatever it was that was causing him pain and suffering. And,
it's still there, just manageable.
and we are joined impromptu by Sam Hockett from Red Hills Overland. How are you doing tonight, man?
Doing good.
So backstory, Sam and I have been going back and forth. He's going to be at the P&W Expo, and he is going to pull man on the streets duties while we're there.
Man on the
duties. Man on the duty?
Is that a new thing?
You said duty.
Yeah.
No wonder Jose's been sick.
Yeah.
I've been doing it wrong the whole time.
So Sam's going to do man on the streets duty at the Expo. And we were going back and forth today over text, and like 30 minutes ago, I was like, hey, why don't you just come on tonight? So kudos to you for pulling it off quickly and being able to jump on. So welcome.
Shit, I forgot the snack bars in the house, but thanks for having me. I've listened to you guys for a long time. I'm happy to be on, happy to be a part of it. I remember back when Jose kind of fell into the same boat where he did the man on the street stuff for you, and I remember thinking, oh man, if I lived closer I could do that would be fun to do. So
well, he's regretted it ever since. So
yeah, please move closer and take over duties.
I'm glad that Jose's willing to suffer through it until somebody moves from out of state. Thanks, Jose.
What a trooper. Yeah, he's regretted it every minute. But
he thought if he stayed home for 2 weeks and locked himself in that room, we were just going to give his position away. But
so let's start with Red Hills Overland. When did you start that?
So Red Hills Overland officially actually started this year. The wife and I really kind of over the last 2 years have been talking about like what we wanted to do as a family, for camping and stuff like that. And I've always been into overlanding, outdoor camping, and a lot of that comes from me fighting wildland fire, and then I work in the fire service now, so I have the best schedule in the world. I work 48 hours and then I'm off for 4 days. If I take vacation, I'm off for 10 days. So
what?
I have a lot of time to be able to go out. I mean, you see me posting all the time. I'm literally like posting on the trail. When I'm posting this stuff, it's like I'm out with the kids, like I'm out doing stuff. It's not like I'm sitting at home or sitting at an office. It's great. But we kind of decided that, with the gas prices going the way they were, we had a travel trailer for our youngest, who's now 2. She does the rooftop tent great now. And it's like, all right, let's sell the travel trailer and kind of go this way. And so Red Hills Overland is kind of an extension of some of my buddies and I doing Willamette Valley Overland for a while, just, community, just people just sharing photos and trails and, hey, I'm going out kind of thing. It's just, that community-based area for people to, reach out to each other when they want to go wheeling and don't have anybody to go wheeling with. But we wanted to take Red Hills Overland and share not only us, like as adults, because there's adults everywhere, on Instagram and Facebook and TikTok, doing the Overland thing, but it's like, there's really not a lot of kids doing it too. And so, having the ability to have our kids, involved, and like, one of the videos we posted the other day was my daughter actually driving through a gate as I opened it. She's 11 and a half, and it's like, yeah, hop in, you go. So that's where Red Hills Overland began. And, we're just excited to continue to share our journey along the way and share how much money I'm dropping on parts. And
it's just trying to justify the expense.
Yeah.
It's for the family.
I finally spent enough money at Ironman to get a free shirt.
Nice. Nice. So how many kids do you have?
2. I have 2 girls,
okay.
11 and a half, and my youngest will be 2 while we're at Expo.
So you were almost done and decided to start over route. I mean, who would do that?
Sort of. I decided to upgrade my wife model and
okay. And that came with some extra add-ons. Nice. Yeah. That's
fortunately we have good relationship with my ex, and we all get along great, and it's just it works out well. So if I'm going on a trip where she might have plans or whatever, it works out really well.
That's good.
I'm pretty lucky when it comes to that stuff. So
Casey went the opposite direction and decided that he was bored with having time and money and sleep.
Yeah, he's like, I have way too much time and money on my hands.
I have money, and my kid's about to be grown up, and this is dumb. I'm going to start all over again.
Let's start all over.
So, hey, Casey, that sign looks good though.
I'm actually in my son's room because I have
the sign
company over. Oh gosh.
Yeah. That looks good.
Yeah,
we got that going for you.
Finally, every day I look at that sign. I'm like, God damn it, I want that thing changed.
We'll talk about that in a bit. But so so you got the it's become a family thing, the Red Hills Overland, and you're located like near Portland, right?
Yeah, we're a little town called Newburgh. I mean, not so little. We're like 30,000, about 30,000 now, but it's about 45 minutes southwest of Portland. So I'm from my house, I can be on a trail in less than 30 minutes in the Coast Range. So I can drive towards the coast and be on a trail in 30 minutes. I can drive an hour and a half east and be anywhere in the Cascade Range. It's pretty ideal location.
So how are you? Every time I've been up there, it's the weather is shit. With the exception of one time, I went up there one time and it was nice. But like, I was talking to a guy. My Uber driver was from San Diego, and I said something about living up here, and he's like, "Don't do it, man. I hate it." Are you originally from there?
Yeah, it's a love-hate relationship. I hate it for like 7 months, 8 months out of the year, and then I get sucked back in during the summertime because it's so awesome. And then I'm like, oh, it's winter. It won't be that long. And I'm like, I got to get out of here. Every year I'm still here. But Central Oregon is actually better. So like living in Oregon, I've lived in Central Oregon for some time as well. And it gets cold and snowy during the winter, but it's dry over there. So it's a high desert.
Yeah.
And then you get the warm in the summertime, which is nice.
Yeah, that's what they were saying about the PNW Expo. Like, is it in Bend, and that's the beginning of like the high desert. It's a little bit less rainy and shitty. Sorry, it's just shitty up there.
We come
wheeling, and then it might change your mind.
Okay, that's
yeah.
I would
really.
I had a couple people like, hey, since you're going to be up here, you want to go wheeling? And I'm like, yeah, I absolutely would love to go wheeling, but I
got 48 hours.
Yeah, I've got all of 4 minutes to figure this out. So I gotta find a time to get up there and actually wheel for a weekend.
I might be shitty on Hesperia and Apple Valley and Hemet
and everything,
but
else.
You are shitty to the entire rest of the country. Like, anytime it's like east of the Rockies, that place doesn't exist. Who gives a shit about that? Then you talk about Portland or up north, and it's like.
Portland's a shithole.
No, it is not. It's gorgeous.
He starts trashing your crappy weather and how people are clamoring to get out of there. Like, dude.
The last time I was up there, I was there Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and it was like 89, 90 degrees, sunny, absolutely gorgeous. Just driving, like, take from the hotel back to the office. It's like it's no main roads. It's like through this downtown area, and then you're on this river bank, and it's just absolutely gorgeous.
Yep.
It's just the only problem is, like, that was the one weekend of the year where it was gorgeous. Like, if it was like that 6 months a year, I'd move there in a heartbeat. I just don't. I personally don't think I could do the cold and muggy all the time.
It's tough for sure, but that's why I get out as much as I can, because our relief from the cold and wet is 3 hours away in Central Oregon.
Okay.
It's great. And literally anywhere east, it's awesome. And then you start going into Southeast Oregon. Oh my gosh, you guys would lose your shit over some of the stuff I've went through in the last couple of years out there. It'd be so fun.
Just looking at the map, you can see, like, there's almost like a line down the middle of Oregon itself, and on the lleft side it's all green, and on the right side it's all brown. Like it's like going into Johnson Valley, but I don't know, like Princeton and Diamond and Steens Mountain Wilderness over there. I don't know. It looks awesome on the map.
Oh, it's so rad. Yeah, there Alvor Desert's out in that area, and it's a giant dry lake bed. It's a playa that you can just drive on for days. I mean, you can go as fast as you want, Jose, in the Land Cruiser. You could drive on that and not worry about not having skid plates. Or did you get skid plates on?
Take the Frontier.
Did you get them?
No,
did you get them?
Not yet.
Not yet.
Not yet. So I'll tell you what about skid plates. I put 100,000 miles on my Tacoma, and I still don't have skid plates. And I'm about to buy skid plates. I had a really close encounter last week. But 100,000 miles without skid plates, I did all right.
That's true.
This last weekend, I hit something underneath it a couple times.
Yeah. I'm still concerned. Like, I don't know. Some weird noises, I think, coming out of my truck right now. I'm hoping that they go away or I get used to them. Either way, like, I'm just, it's fine.
It'll fix itself.
Turn the radio up. It's good.
Turn the radio up, monitor,
temp
and all that stuff. That's all you got to do.
Yeah, it'll clearance itself, Matt.
Yeah, for sure. Sam, when did you have you always been an outdoors guy, being up there and a firefighter and all that stuff, or is that something recent?
No, I've always been an outdoor guy. I got to thank my dad for that one. Being young, we had a travel trailer, an old Aladdin, I think it was, or a 60s pull behind travel trailer, in our 69 Chevy Suburban, the 3-door.
Nice.
I'm still trying to find one. That's my goal, is to find one of those and restore it and give it back to my dad. But
that'd be cool.
It's I started in a 69 Chevy Suburban, and it was, I have so many memories going out and just being out in the woods and stuff. And, it's just instilled in me from a young age.
That is very cool. And was that a contributing factor to going into the wildlife fire thing?
Yeah, a lot of it was. I started volunteering as a structural firefighter when I was 18 years old, so in 2004, and then I caught wind of the wildland fire thing and got a job and did that for 5 years, and then realized having a family and doing that it's not good when you're literally gone for 6 months out of the year. and it's literally the best time of the year to be gone too.
Yeah,
so, I was like, okay, let's transition. And, I've been doing the structural thing as a volunteer and got a job as a structural firefighter. And then, I'm on year 6 as a career firefighter. So yeah. And now I get to do the wildland side of stuff, on the structural side, because with how bad fires have been getting up here, the states had to redirect, and the Oregon State Fire Marshal's kind of modeling some things after, how Cal Fire has really had to ramp things up over the years. So yeah, and I've been down in California, and I fought fire down there every year that I, fought wildland fire. So, I'm familiar with your territory and how the fires get down there too.
Yeah. The I was watching I think it was a documentary on some of those hot shots, the firefighters, and how they're literally out in front of a fire for 6 weeks, and then they get a 2-day break, and then they go someplace else for another 6, and they'll work for 6 months straight.
Yeah.
Balls to the walls, and then go back to their normal jobs, or take the rest of the year off, or like just the pace.
The op tempo is probably
the pace at which they're moving.
It's like being deployed, dude. Like,
yeah, I can imagine.
It is.
I can imagine.
Yep.
Yeah. That seems like just and it's one of those things, at least in Southern California, where it doesn't seem to be getting better anytime soon.
No.
So
my favorite part about it though is I get to off-road fire engines and then play with fire. It's so fun.
You're supposed to be putting it out, not playing.
Yeah, that's right.
You're doing it wrong.
I'd be the guy. I'm totally down with off-roading the firefighter, and then I'd pull up and be like, all right, guys, I'll be here if you need me.
There are those
getting
guys.
lunch ready.
I'll let me know if you need me to hit the switch or the sirens or something, but it's too hot and too far away. I'm not going up there. I'm not going to make it.
The fire camp, that's where the money's at. You get a fire camp, with a big fire that you guys get. You get 500,000 people in a fire camp. It's a large city. You're setting up a city in the woods. So
yeah. Comms,
all those logistics
and logistics. All of that is crazy. We're coming up on that soon, huh? We're coming up on fire season soon here.
I think it's already fire season.
No, I always say the 4th of July, because when I fought for the 5 years that I fought fire, every fire I went on was between July 2nd and July 6th. Literally, it was that short of a range. So it's time. It's just a matter of when.
They probably all originated in Fontana, because Matt and Jose's neighbors doing fireworks till 1 o'clock in the morning. We were just talking about that full on military mortar fire over there.
Gosh,
it's like
there hasn't been any gender reveal parties lately, so we don't have any fires going on right now.
That's funny. So tell me about the Tacoma. When did you get that?
So I bought the Tacoma in 2017. It's a 2013, and we bought it, had 22 or 23,000 miles on it, and it was like an elderly couple owned it, and so I knew it was just babied. It was all stock, all original. It's an SR5. I wanted the long bed so I could just instantly throw a canopy on it, just some to sleep in, because I know I go out and do that. So that originally started with that, and then went from there. But yeah, we had a full set of Old Man Emu suspension on it for like 4 years, and then just obviously recently upgraded to the Foam Cell Pro. Oh my gosh, it's butter. Holy crap!
That's Casey's word. That's what Casey said as soon as he put him on there. Butter.
Man.
As soon as I hit the dirt, that's what I said. Oh my gosh, this is butter.
He's like, this is how you guys been willing the whole time?
He did say that. Is this what it's like? We'll talk. Jose got to test the Foam Cell Pro out in Big Bear this weekend on the Cruiser. We'll talk about that a little bit later. So what is your as far as Red Hills Overland, like what is, and everybody please go to Red Hills Overland on Instagram and follow. What is the, like, have you
check us out on TikTok too?
Okay, and
or maybe not anymore soon.
Yeah, it depends on whether or not we get shut down. But like, do you have like a long-term plan, or you just kind of like seeing how it goes, or what's
yeah, we're thoughts? Just, we're kind of just like, hey, let's just go with the flow with this. We've got some partners. Good friend of mine, close friend of mine, is a master magician, mechanic, fabricator. I mean, go check out. I can send you the link, but the Cowboy Limo on Instagram. He's building a international pickup that he rescued from, family's property out in John Day, and it just looks incredible. But he builds just incredible stuff. So, kind of long-term goal is, down the road, be able to open up a shop and, fabricate and build and do whatever we want, basically.
Yeah, that would be awesome. And you said it's an international scout?
No, it's a truck. Hold on, Yeah, it's not. I don't think it's a scout. It's a international.
Trying to find it on Instagram right here. Oh, here it is. This is probably it. It's the Cowboy _limo.
Yep, that's it.
Yeah, it's not a Scout. It's looks like it's a Ford.
Oh no, it's a Ford. It's a Ford, but he's putting international.
Got it.
Yeah. Anyway, he's keeping the original patina look, but he's built everything on that truck. I mean, he's just. It's so fun watching him work on rigs. You're like, holy crap! Like, how do you even see that? And yeah, it's fun.
All we do is that's what Casey does. I just hold the camera.
Yeah, it is a lot of
fun.
Yeah.
So are you spending most of your time on TikTok or Instagram, or have you like just trying to figure
Tip Top? Yeah,
I don't know.
I still gotta download that one.
Yeah.
I want to make sure you guys all see this from different angles.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, so
I'm number one.
You mentioned TikTok. So
we're playing around with TikTok. Just actually started. I got a short video on YouTube. Funny story to YouTube. There's been like 4 trips that have taken place. I actually led a trip of a bunch of guys from the fire department a couple weeks back, and got some drone footage, crashed the drone, broke the drone. Had just gotten the GoPro, got incredible footage, went to upload everything, and the computer corrupted all the files, so I lost everything on the GoPro. Like, it was just like, and then the next trip, I went out like the next week with my youngest daughter, and it was her first trip out. I dropped my phone and stepped on it, broke the phone, so I didn't have all the photos that I took on my phone.
You are not making me feel good about handing you our recorder right now, man.
Yeah, no, it'll be in my wife's backpack. Okay, it's fine.
All right. She will be responsible for the recorder.
It's so there's some YouTube stuff coming too down the line. That'll highlight the kids more and their adventures, because really enjoy seeing kids out on the trail and stuff like that. Even to the point where I've been my daughters and I have been collecting Hot Wheels cars of like Land Cruiser, stuff like that, when anytime we go into the store, and so we carry them in the truck. So if she sees another kid out on the trail, she'll toss them a Hot Wheels, if we've got one that matches their rig, kind of deal, so
that's cool.
Make it fun for them too. They want to be a part of it. It's great.
Do they, so my 6-year-old loves the destination, isn't as much of a fan of the trip. Like she's gotten better, but there was a period of time where she just would whine. It was too bumpy. But once we got someplace, she loved getting out and playing. How do they do on family trips like that?
iPads.
Yeah.
iPads. Yeah. Favorite movies.
Yeah.
iPads.
We've done that. Yeah.
We were 13 hours on the road the other day, and when I should have just stayed home, but I was so determined to go find this spot that I've been trying to find that I took the 24 hours that I had and, drove 500 miles with my 2 kids to go find this spot. And, I mean, we had a great time, but it was, U-turn after U-turn. And I was thinking of you the whole time, like, oh my gosh, this is embarrassing. Thank God they're not with me right now. But no, it's, that's just what I do. I'm like, I was texting you with you earlier, I'm the ADHD kid. So it's like, oh, I found this sweet spot on the map. Let's go. And I get up and I go right now, it's because I can't.
and you took your kids. Like, that's the other, like,
they love it.
Sure, but they're not behind you, like cackling the whole time and fighting over stuff. I'm just saying, my boys, they're rough. Like 2 hours is about max what I can do in a vehicle with my kids. 24 hours sounds, and 500 miles sounds like insanity to me.
I always thought I wanted boys until I really realized that my girls will sit and just hang out in the car, and I'm like, all right, it's fun being a girl dad because they just chill.
Yeah,
it's great.
It's the best.
Feed them snacks, and God, that fridge is a lifesaver.
Do they trample the snacks that you give them, and trample it down into the carpet and into the seats?
Oh yeah,
like with intent, like
100%.
You made that comment at the store the other day when we were there. You're like, you're just gonna step on them and trample them.
Don't destroy these, okay?
Yeah.
It's like, wait, what?
Jeez. So let's talk about Expo. So you had reached out and volunteered to be the man on the streets at Overland Expo PNW, which is happening in Bend, Oregon. Redmond, Oregon. Same thing. Redmond.
No, they're 25. They're 20. It's a 25-minute drive from Redmond to Bend.
All right.
Or 20 minutes.
They're
depends if you're in a Land Cruiser, it's a couple hours.
Yeah,
I've heard.
Yeah. Thank you. So you got it.
But it's at the Deschutes County Fairplex.
That's not a real place.
It is. I know. I had to look it up.
He just made that up.
No, Deschutes, Deschutes County Fairground, just outside of Redmond. Correct.
West Chestertonville.
Oh shit, Jose, that was a good pull right there. West Chestertonville. It's in West Chestertonville, Oregon.
Yes.
What days are you going?
I'm gonna be there. So the 8th. I had to. Unfortunately, I couldn't get the 7th off, so we'll be showing up sometime on the 8th. But then we'll be there through the weekend.
Okay.
Except for the 9th, because the evening of the 9th, we're going to the Slightly Stupid Pepper concert that's at the Les Schwab Amphitheater in Bend. So it's convenient timing.
That works. But I think that it ends at 3:00 on the 9th is Saturday. So the event is Friday, Saturday, Sunday, 8, 9, and 10. It starts at like 8 a.m. and goes till 5 on Friday, 5 on Saturday, and 3 on Sunday. And so you volunteered to do some men on the streets. What were you thinking? We're figuring this out on the fly. What were you thinking? Your plan was? What did you want to try to get?
I'll just see whoever I can interview. I'll steer away from Iron Man and Nexon, since obviously they kind of got an in there. But there's all sorts of different companies that my wife and I are really interested in. My wife has really taken a really solid interest into this. We're actually building her 2017 Sequoia.
Nice.
We're building that out. We've got a Sherpa rack on order put the new Iron Man tent on that.
How would you gauge her interest in stickers? Does she have like like a keen eye for a nice sticker on a rig, that you can go up and ask, hey, tell me about that sticker.
How many horsepower does that sticker add?
How many horse? Yeah, of course.
Those lights.
I'll tell you how many horsepower. It's immeasurable the amount of horsepower I gained from my Brahma Bull sticker.
Oh yeah! Yay! Oh man,
talk about that.
We do have stuff to talk about.
That's stupid.
An immeasurable amount of power.
Yes. Nice.
So we're gonna go around and just talk to people. Like I was texting with you earlier, I just bought a memory card for the GoPro, and so we're gonna GoPro it for you too. And then at the end of the weekend, I'll just give you the memory card. And you can do with what you want with it, and it gives you guys some extra content for that as well. And
awesome.
Is that video? I mean, that's technically video, right? Because
it is video.
We're gonna put that in a drive somewhere.
We'll figure it out somehow. I also have the our Ecto Pack. I disassembled part of the Ecto Pack and have the recorder and 2 microphones and all that ready to go too. So you guys can take that if you want and do interviews that way. And we'll go from there. And I mean, I haven't looked. It's been a while since I looked at the expo list of.
Oh man, the vendor list is incredible. Yeah. It's we were looking the other day, and it's like they keep adding to it, and we're just like, I think we're underestimating how big it's going to be, because I was texting with some buddies the other day who live in on the Portland area, and take in mind it's a 3.5 hour drive to Redmond. And they all are like, yep, we're going on Friday or we're going Saturday, and driving out for the day to go to Expo. So it's going to be huge, especially being the first one in the Pacific Northwest.
Yeah.
You're going to get Washington, Idaho, Canada, even
NorCal,
Alaska.
Some people from NorCal. Snail Trail is going to be
absolutely
up there. The vendor list, confirmed exhibitor list has grown exponentially since the last time I looked at it. Basically, anybody and everybody that is at any one of these expos or SEMA or whatever, they're all going to be there.
Yeah. So what does that make us, since we're not going to be there?
We're not anybody or anybody.
I'm going to be there for you.
There you go.
By proxy.
Look, yeah, exactly. Yeah. And just be careful with that power that you'll have.
Yeah, there's a lot of responsibility there.
Matt, do you have any?
Who knows?
Do you have any advice for how to wrangle people when they try to get away?
Have you worked on your footwork? Like when you got to corner people, you got to make sure. Where they're going to back away from you because they're going to see the microphone or phones, plural, in your hands. You got to work. It's hands. Like to kind of guide. It's like guiding an airplane. Like when you see those guys with the cones. It's kind of like that. You got to have your footwork. You got to know who's behind the people you're trying to interview, so you can kind of use them as bumpers.
Don't ask if you can interview them. Just start interviewing.
Just doing it.
Number one, don't ask. Don't ask. And
I found that eye contact, when you look them square in the eye and say, hey, tell me about this, what you're doing.
Stuns them.
They're like, they don't know what to do. They're like off. They're just set aside, set back.
And that's what we want. We want stammering people that are trying to figure out what's happening to them. We want them confused and a little scared. And you seem like a very nice guy. I don't think you're going to be able to scare them that much. But
no, I've got a completely different game plan. I'm going to use my wife to distract him because she's blonde hairs and blue eyed. And then we're just going to corner him that way. And
you know what? Yeah. Good luck with that. I tried that with Jose and it didn't work. It didn't work good. But give it a shot.
Jose, tie that top up a little tighter.
Jose, I told you to wear your Walmart pants, Jose.
Show some more cleavage. More cleavage.
Cody, are you going to bring anything with you to Expo? So if somebody starts walking around yelling Omaha, you can give them something?
I will have some Omaha. I have a fanny pack for you full of stickers.
Hell yeah.
He's going to make you wear
You're not taking Jose's fun box up there with you?
No, I'm not taking Jose's fun box.
That's carry-on size.
You got to sign that out with Jose.
Yeah.
Everybody knows that. You can't just walk around with Jose's fun box.
Here, look into my fun box. Yeah. It's not mine.
We need to make a portable fun box out of the fanny pack. and just turn around, unzip it, and be like, you can reach into Jose's fun box. But
Jose's fun bag.
Yeah.
Didn't Justin Timberlake make a movie or a video about that? Isn't there a song about the portable fun box?
Yes.
Specifically by Justin Timberlake.
Timberlake and Jimmy Fallon.
Yeah,
that's right.
Dick in a box,
Camber,
maybe?
Yeah,
Ring a bell?
Dick in a box.
Yeah.
There you go.
Same thing.
So Jose's Dick in a box.
It's a very small box.
It says it's when the earrings came in.
Yeah.
Looking at this,
Looking at the size of the box.
No,
guys.
it's not. Looking at this list of exhibitors, there is everything: suspension, wheels, tires, gear, you know, technology, vans, like, you know, the adventure vans.
Sound like that episode in Step Brothers where they're trying to sell the Prestige Worldwide security, computers, science. They just start throwing out terms and shit. Yesterday we put liquid paper on a bee. It died.
I guess my point being, I don't think there's any shortage of people and content to go try to grab from this event. It's
if there's anything that you guys see specifically, you know, browsing through that list, you know, companies that you guys have been interested in, let me know, and I can, you know, we'll put that on a list and, you know, make those.
I don't see Steve Garvey on here anyway.
All right, that was going to be my last thing. That's going to be my last thing. If you happen to run into Steve Garvey, and listen, I'm going to describe him for you so that way you'll recognize.
He's already on the list. I've already researched him.
Google him. But basically, he's kind of like a modern Samson, but in Dodger uniform. You know, he's glorious. He's like a cross between Samson and who's the guy? Knight Rider.
Hasselhoff.
David
Hasselhoff. Exactly. That's pretty much the way I view Steve Garvey. So if you see somebody like that, just run up to him and say, Steve, you know, Matt really, you know, make sure you describe me and say this guy, he's your best fan or whatever.
I'm going to do that to every person that looks similar to Steve Garvey, and I'm going to have my wife film it.
Oh my God!
You guys will watch every single one of them.
Are you Steve Garvey? It's just going to be 2 hours of. Are you Steve Garvey?
Yeah.
Oh,
if and when Matt ever meets Steve Garvey, I hope we're there to record it, because I have a feeling that guy's going to be a total asshole, and Matt's going to be like totally heartbroken.
Matt's going to fuck it up. He's going to say, like, I remember when you used to be agile and not old and broken, and now you have to look.
Jeremy, but you were on a 4-stroke.
Yeah.
Look, I don't look at Steve Garvey the same way, or Jeremy McGrath the same way I think of Steve Garvey. Okay, just so you know.
Yeah, but that's baseball back then.
Get this guy off of me! Stop hugging me!
I would love to see Matt screw that up. Yeah, I'm looking at. There's all kinds of stuff. There's a lot of companies on here that like are less familiar.
Yeah,
you know
that's what I was looking at too.
That you're like, oh, that's I'm interested to see who they are.
Because it's like the Pacific Northwest region, and maybe they have local vendors, or is that the case?
It could be. I mean, when you think about the other expos, like the Expo West in Arizona and Phoenix, it's all that Southwest, right? It's anybody on the East Coast.
That's why
they're waiting for the Virginia one.
That's why it's Overland Expo West.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying that my point being,
keen observation, Jose.
I'm just saying, like, normally the East Coast one is Overland Expo East.
And anyways, the my point being, we may find a different mix.
You know, I never thought of it that way,
dude.
Why?
It's in the name.
It's right there. Right in the name.
Why do you guys do this?
What?
Ooh, check this one. Hitch mounted grills. Hitchfire. That's a good one. Well, yeah, we'll have to.
You haven't seen those?
No, that's the first time I've seen that. We'll have to go through this and see if there's anything super exciting that we want to. But ultimately, it's, you know, whatever you want to get, whatever information you want to get or people you want to talk to. I think that's the important part is getting your perspective on it. You know, because all we would do is talk about stickers and
or food.
Yeah, and
I'll
food.
be talking to the dog guy. So what's the secret to a good hot dog, bro?
Oh, the makers.
I've already got it planned. I've been looking for hot dog vendors.
Do they have hot dog on a stick up there, or is that just like a SoCal thing?
Oh no, I'm sure we've got a hot dog on a stick somewhere.
The makers.
If they don't, I mean, that's $1 million idea. Me and Casey are coming.
The makers of the original suspension on my 2013 Tacoma are going to be there. They're going to have a booth there.
Are they still around?
Yeah, they are still around, which surprises me. I didn't think they would be.
Don't say the name because you've never said it before.
Never once said it. There's a bunch of opportunities here. Some of the big names, like all of the big names you would expect.
Yeah, Trail Chasers
specifically, and Iron Man and Nexon. I mean, after that, it doesn't really matter. So going back to, you talked about your wife being involved in this. You were going to say, what kind of things is she keen on? What kind of things is she like trying to learn more about?
Kind of all of it. She did not grow up camping and really in the outdoors. She grew up in the Portland area. She grew up more of the city kid, and so she's really learning what she loves about it, that kind of thing. And with building the Sequoia out, it gives her that opportunity to when I'm out on a fire or if I'm at work for 48 hours even, and friends invite us camping, they don't miss out on a camping trip because I'm not there to pull a trailer or something like that as well. So she's really excited to meet more women within the overlanding world. She got a little taste for it at Ironman's Rigs and Coffee a couple weeks back. They had Lady Owned Toyotas.
Yep.
There's a great, really awesome time there. And so it's just been fun watching her get excited for stuff and, see what she's, leaning towards. And yeah, it'll be fun to watch her this weekend to see what she leans towards. So
yeah. Here's one that is probably right up your alley. The Forest Tool Company. It's the Max Tool axe, shovel, pickaxe.
That's pretty presumptuous there because
he's a firefighter.
Right? It's like, here, Matt, here's an air conditioning and heating booth with a bunch of sheet metal tools and whatever. How about fuck that? I deal with that shit all the time.
Like, dude, that's the last thing I want to see.
It's the last thing I want to see.
Then don't talk to them. I'm just saying it looked like a cool tool. Jesus. These guys are feisty tonight. I don't know what their problem is. They're still fired up from...
yesterday was the 4th of July. I didn't sleep very well.
Still hungover. Well, that's cool. I'd be very, very interested to get, to see the mix of perspective, not only from like the things that you want to see, especially being a native up in that area. Like there's probably companies that you're experienced with that we've never heard of. And then to also get her perspective on, let's talk to these people, and this is why I found them interesting. I think that'd be a really cool, way to bring it all together for you guys. I'm excited about that, and thank you guys so much for being willing to do this. It will ruin your life forever. By the way, like just
it's already ruined my wife. I mean, my life.
Freudian slip.
Whoops.
We won't tell her you said that at all.
Too late. She's watching, so.
Well, if she's watching, then I'm inviting her to take the lead and get as many of these interviews as you want. Use it as an excuse to walk up and talk to these companies and find out more. And there's one thing that's I've seen a growing trend in the industry in off-roading and overlanding is more women getting involved in the sport and being at the forefront of the sport. We've had the opportunity to interview some women. We've got another one coming up soon. I don't know exactly when. That's going to be really interesting, but it's definitely not just a guy's thing anymore. It's not the there's nothing stopping anybody from just driving, equipping your vehicle, going out and having a good time. And I think that's one of the things that makes it so appealing is that it's universally accessible to anybody that's willing to take on the challenge.
Yeah. Well, and being a girl dad, a lot of that, my mind and mentality is, I want my girls to be as, badass as they come. And, I want that, they don't have to be boys. Like my daughter will go pee behind a tree like any other boy. It's like I want them to be able to do the same exact things and not be questioning whether they have the capabilities to do it or not. So
absolutely.
Now both of them are going to start crying.
Yeah, absolutely.
I was just going to say, here comes the waterworks.
It's okay.
I mean, someone posted something on LinkedIn the other day of a daughter, and he was talking about how he got choked up, and I made the comment about how you guys keep saying I have low T, and that I keep.
That's not why we said you have low T.
I can't help it. Every time I talked about my daughter, the tears start coming. All right. Well, dude, I'm going to be. I show up Wednesday morning ish. I'll text you when I get there and kind of let you know what my schedule is. But I'll be at the event center Thursday morning for setup.
Okay.
So whether we connect before the event or connect when you first get there, I've got the recorder and a fanny pack full of stickers and all that stuff.
Cool.
And then you can do the man's on the streets things, man's and women's on the streets things.
Yeah.
And then we'll have you back on a week or two after, probably not that following Tuesday when I get back, probably the week after that, and talk more about the interviews and your experience.
Cool. Yeah, and I'll have my wife on then too.
Yeah, because I'd like to get her perspective on the whole thing as well.
Great.
Make sure you live stream on Tip Top.
Yeah, and I'd like to welcome to the people's media. Welcome to the team.
And don't say anything wrong because these guys will fucking wreck you the whole time, all day long.
So I should tell them to look at my OnlyFriends page.
It's all friends.
All friends. Yeah, see, I already fucked it up.
Yeah, if you see any external combustion engine boosts out there.
Yeah, it's funny now that you say it. We've all got something. Yeah. We've all done something. Well, cool, man. Look, thank you for jumping on here real quick.
Absolutely.
As an intro, I will connect with you over the next couple of days, and then, like I said, I'm excited to have you and your wife back on after the show to talk more about the interviews and your experience.
Awesome. We'll look forward to it.
All right, man. You have a great night. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thanks, you guys as well.
Yes, Sam.
I'll see you guys.
Bye.
Bye.
No, you hang up.
All right. Hey, Val. How you doing? Hey, Val, I don't need your input either, damn it.
Jose, why is there a bunch of zombies? Are those zombies?
Yeah, I don't know. I just saw it. I thought it was pretty cool.
Oh, okay.
Just trying to keep the chat going,
Yeah.
No, there's a
not as lively tonight.
No, not tonight.
All right.
There's a cool ninja right here. There you go.
3, 2, 1.
Are ninjas still cool?
I think so. I mean,
right? Wasn't there like a thing? It was ninjas versus pirates.
Oh my! When I was a kid, I wanted nothing more than to be a ninja.
I know. Ninja Turtle.
I want just a ninja. I used to watch American Ninja all the time.
Oh yeah, I remember that. I do remember that. And
the movie American Ninja.
Yeah, the movie.
Oh yeah,
not Beverly Hills Ninja.
That's
I
good
watched
too.
that one too.
That one's good.
Casey, speaking of pirates, Casey sent me a post earlier that said that Disney has the rights to both.
No, that was the Predator and Ewoks.
Oh, Predator and Ewoks. That's what it was. Predator and Ewoks.
I sent it to them too.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I'm excited about the expo coming up. Thank you, Sam and his wife, for doing that. Let's talk about last weekend. Last weekend was on July 2nd. We went up to Bear Valley Overland, as we discussed on our last episode, and got up there 9:30 ish. Somehow Jose beat us because we made 2 stops, and went for a run. And Casey, did you guys expect how many? Do we know what the final count of vehicles was?
It was like 18 or 20 or something. No, we did not.
It was more than that because
like 25.
Yeah, because we had 17 at the shop when you guys went to get gas.
Okay.
So it was probably 20 and 22.
There was only like 21 then, because we had 3 of us at the gas station. Wait, 4 of us, and then one other dude went to a different gas station. So like 22.
22. It was a good size run.
Yeah, nobody really responded like that, or like at least not that many people. So we weren't expecting a big crowd. We kept asking, we're trying to get head count, but It was cool. It was the freaking Nissan takeover.
Dude.
I was so excited.
Yeah, I was happy.
There was one Green Thumb Tacoma.
Yep.
Ralph. There was one Tacoma that joined. There was one 4Runner. 3 Ford Rangers. Rich and his wife in their new JL 392.
Yep.
So there was 3 Jeeps total. A
Yep.
TJ, a
Yep.
JK, and a JL.
Yep. The rest
And then
were Nissan products.
2 Colorados.
Oh, that's right.
And then the rest was all Nissans, either Xteras or Frontiers.
And shout out to all the Xteras. I mean, I know the Frontiers, but we talk about the Frontiers all the time. Those Xteras were super impressive, especially the black, the little XTR.
Little XTR, yeah.
That was such a sweet ride. That build was so clean and so capable. I was super impressed with all of
It
those
looked like it was brand new.
Yeah.
It was super clean.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like I said, I think it's a little LIL XTR on Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
So let's start with meeting at the shop
At Bear Valley.
At Bear Valley,
Which was great because there was donuts there.
Yeah,
Had
who brought
donuts.
the donuts?
Corey?
Yeah.
Good job, Corey.
Great job. That always brightens my day. Like, oh, this is going to be a good day. Here's some donuts.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, donuts, and we're sitting around chatting, and I'm standing over here by my truck, and Casey comes over, and he sprays a little spritz on his hood, and he wipes it off so that he can easily, cleanly adhere a Brahma Bull sticker to the front of his hood. And I was like, dude, what do you do? Motherfucker. And I turned around and I ran back to my truck, and Matt, I've never seen Matt jump up so quick. He had just stuck it to the bumper of my truck. So I still have a futuristic Brahma Bull.
It is futuristic, right?
Futuristic.
It's
totally
Brahma Bull
futuristic
on the front bumper of my truck.
It looks good.
We came out the other day, came out of the parking lot, wherever we were. We walked out to the parking lot to my truck, and I'm like, fucking Brahma Bull. Like, it's the first thing I see. Stupid ass Brahma Bull.
I wear it proud, man. I wear it proud.
You put it right on the hood, right
Yeah.
out
right
front.
on the front, baby.
Yeah,
Awesome.
So the Brahma Bull made it. There was a little bit of a I think with that many people, it was a little bit of, got there at 9:30, and we didn't actually leave until after 10. We didn't hit dirt until 10:30.
Yep. Yeah.
And
I think it was closer to 11 by
closer
the
to
time we
11,
hit.
dude.
Well, I'm saying to air down. I'm saying, like, I think it was around.
Oh, yeah.
Was it? So I guess that was like Casey and I talked a little bit afterwards, and
There's too many people, dude.
Well, I think, and we've done this on our own trips where we have people. I think when we start to get more than 10 people, we need to start saying, okay, there's 2 specific groups. Designate 2 group leaders, 2 tail gunners. Make sure everybody has the map, and proceed that way. Even though we got split up a couple times, everybody helped each other out. Everybody spotted. It was great. There was a couple spots where we got a big gap between the 2 groups, and we were able to catch up. I mean, that
emphasized the need for better comms.
Better comms, 100%
Yes.
better comms. But let's the trail. So talk about the trail. And if you are a patron and you have the link to our virtual map book, the trail map from this run has already been posted up on the virtual map book. So if you wanted to go do that run, because it was a super cool run. There's a couple spots specifically I want to talk about. But Casey, tell me about like where we started and where we ended.
So, excuse me. So we started at Paulique Canyon, right off the North Shore, off the 18 in Big Bear. Paulique's just a dirt road with some short paved sections. And then that turns into 3N16, which is again just a service road. Drives, takes you through Holcomb Valley pretty much. And then we made a right and started the ascent up White Mountain. 3N17, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I just know the turn. I was pretty sure that was the number, but and then right off the bat, you're like, okay, put it in 4 low and turn your locker on if you got it, because we're going straight up this freaking hill. And I think that's the first time I ever ran it in that section. I had done, once you get up and over that hill and there's like that big lookout, we had gone up to there and then turned around and gone back before, but I had never done that specific section in that direction before.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's equally as challenging. I wasn't sure how that was going to be, because we know exactly how it is going the other way. I would say it's equally as challenging going down that stuff as it was going up it,
Mm-hmm.
And I was commenting, I think that day is 4 low. You think about it's, for climbing difficult or steep stuff. No, it's equally, if not more.
Dude, I'd use it downhill.
Yeah, downhill than anything. You can't.
4 low first gear and just let it creep.
Exactly. I mean, it'll almost come to a complete stop.
Mm-hmm.
But it's always fun doing things like kind of putting the truck and seeing what the truck can do. And that trail was very, pretty challenging as far as, again, like you said, you could do the whole thing like in 4 low.
You think that was one of our most difficult runs?
I think Vampire Mine was still.
I was gonna say, I put it up there with all the stuff in Parker.
Yeah, there was a handful of Parker trails that were probably as difficult. This was.
Oh yeah, I was there.
Yeah, this was. That's right. This was a really good combination of mellow, difficult, hill climbs. The part that really freaked me the shit out was there was a point where we were up on a ridge, and the truck was off camber, and it probably didn't seem that bad.
Dude, it felt gross.
Okay, yes.
It is super off camber.
Oh, it was off camber enough to where I reached down and with my right hand and I grabbed the bottom of the passenger seat to keep myself vertical to drive, and I'm just like, in my head I'm going, okay, I won't go that far. I won't roll that far, and I trust Casey's fabrication on this rack. I'll probably survive. It could have been some of the other lower profile view. Like, Matt, how did you feel about that spot? Did you feel it was?
I didn't even think twice about it.
No,
there was no concern.
The first time I did it, I was like that. I was like, holy shit, this is sketchy. But I knew what was coming, so I was way okay with it this next time around. But the thing is like, you're not just like going down some simple dirt road and then, oh, look, there's this an off camber spot. It's like, first you had to kind of mash it up all that loose rock.
I like that. That was my favorite.
Up that hill, and then coming around to the right, and there's like another rocky section, and then bam, you're damn near on your side, and it's like
that's what we climbed up right there. Right?
Yeah, I think that's the climb.
Yeah.
And then as soon as you're out of that off camber spot, it's like, oh, here's a 90-degree grade you have to go down with boulders in the way.
Yeah. I think for me, if I didn't have the rooftop tent, I wouldn't have thought twice about it. But I'm at the point now where, like, every time we do something, and we're off camber, I'm like, oh wait, is this the angle? Is this the one is this the tipping point? I don't know.
I don't know, dude. That's pretty off camber. I mean, if you can do that, you can do damn near anything.
Yeah. It was. I'm glad so here's the off camber spot right here, because remember, this is where we got to the group stopped and some people went up here to the dead end, right? Yeah. So it was right before that piece. Yeah. So all of this. So here's the hill climb. If you're not on YouTube, this is what we're talking about. So here's the hill climb, which is a pretty long, rocky.
It was just like
soft,
broken shale.
Yeah.
So I think it really, because I was in the back at that point and I watched. It got tougher and tougher because that trail got beat down and all that rock was broken loose. So by the time, like, I'd say at least the 3 vehicles in front of me had some trouble at one specific spot. And so I noticed, okay, I gotta carry momentum through this area. So that way, I don't have to back up, cause it was steep and it was very, again, loose, like, I don't want to say boulders, but like
shale.
Yeah. Like bowling ball sized rocks that were, again, just getting kicked up, and it was pretty.
And we talked about it a little
difficult.
bit after the fact. There was clearly two tracks as you were going up. Like you could see where all of the other vehicles had gone. I took some advice. Like I went with momentum, and then I kind of veered off to the right a little bit to get above, like up onto and not down into the ruts. And I felt like I made it up pretty easily because of that. But once you got up to the top there, and you have to make it around this whole area, it was eerily off camber. And then you come out of this, like Casey said, we stopped right here. A couple people went up this way to check, and it was a dead end. So then
the off camber's right there where you're right there.
Yeah.
Up there. Right in between all that. That's where all that off camber stuff's at.
Yeah, it was.
And then it goes down.
It was enough.
Down.
Yeah. And it was definitely enough for me to pucker and be grateful that the girls weren't with me. Like I was glad Tammy wasn't with me on that one, because when Tammy's with me, and she doesn't listen anymore. So when Tammy's with me and I'm in a spot like that where I'm unsure,
I think I would have. If my family was with me, I would have told him to get out.
Yeah.
Hey, get out! You're walking.
Yeah, get out.
If Tammy's with me and I'm on a spot like that where I'm unsure, I have to portray.
Yeah, like there's
full confidence. No, we're totally good, 100% good.
Yeah.
We're totally good, and I am literally sucking the seat from the bottom up. But like,
but there's a lot more even way before that, because you guys hadn't done anything west of that fork, like where we had to make kind of like the right-handed hairpin turn after coming down the section that we normally do of White Mountain, and there was there's a bunch of challenging spots in there. There was
that stuff has gotten really rutted out, man.
We took that. I know me and Matt did. I think Jose did too. We took the hard line off to the right on that one descent.
Yep.
Right before lunch.
Yeah.
Like that's a good spot right there. That's the first time I tried that hard line, and I wasn't sure about it, and then Matt went, and I was like, well, fucking have to do it now.
This effing guy.
Yeah.
And you know what? My welds held, because I definitely got use out of my sliders.
Oh, dude, I definitely used my sliders.
You know what? Just really quick, it's I used my sliders because they were there. If they weren't there, would I've hit the rocker or not? Like I'm not sure. Either way, I'm glad they were there,
you'd rather not have found out whether or not you would have hit them.
Exactly. But they did their job, and man, I mean, there was a couple of times where, especially what you were just saying, where you were just talking about, Casey, like just before lunch, that hard line, and it was like there was a drop off like 3 feet.
Yeah,
it was
dude,
just
Oh, dude, there was one around you made a right hand turn, and then you're coming down, and I hit it hard, and I immediately got on the radio, and I was like, hold on, guys, that is gnarly.
As soon as you said that, I hit it.
Oh,
like, as soon as you said I was going to get on the radio.
I'm pretty sure that's the same exact spot that I hit the first time we ever pre-ran. And there's a video of me. I was filming at the time, and it just comes slamming down.
Yeah, it's you don't see it, but you like fall off the backside of that rock and straight onto your slider.
Like right after a right-hand turn, right?
Yes.
You make a hard right turn, and then bam.
Yeah.
I hit that one.
I would say that for the group that we had, everything from stock Tacoma, to some really built up like Steras and Corey's ZR2
and Land Cruiser.
There's a little red TJ like on 31s. Yeah. I couldn't believe that guy was fucking doing it.
He was on bigger than 31s.
Maybe 33s, but that was a small, like it wasn't very big.
I didn't even see that.
Well,
Jeep.
You say you say Land Cruiser, Jose. We're at the point now where your vehicle is pretty much the most equipped and capable vehicle everywhere we go.
I think it's like the official recovery.
Yeah, it's 100%.
It has a winch now.
It's
it's
100%.
I feel safe now.
Yes.
Like, is Jose coming? Because if not, I'm not going.
And it is 100% the
I
vehicle
always
that's
felt
going
that
to
way
make it.
about Jose coming on trips. Oh, okay, we're gonna be okay.
Yeah, but like it's the one vehicle I'm like I don't need to worry about it not making it. You know what I mean? Every single time.
And if I can't,
if I roll down this off camper section, Jose will just winch me out.
Yeah. Exactly. So as a group though, I thought we did really, really well with the stock and mild built vehicles. Really pushed themselves to. Nobody like said nope, I'm not doing it. Nobody said I'm going around. Like everybody made it through the obstacle, and part of that's because everybody took turns spotting each other. Corey did a great job of spotting people.
Also though, this one there was no option of like,
yes,
you're finishing this trail.
Yeah, you're doing this one.
Yeah. That's how we look at that trail. Is like as soon as it lets up, and you're like, oh okay. They're like, nope. Oh okay, we're gonna go down this fucking cliff right now, and then you get down the cliff, and it's like, oh, we're gonna go back up a rock wall. Like as soon as you think it's letting up, it's not.
But yeah, it was
the whole way.
Credit to you guys though, Case. Like, you guys did give like the sense of confidence, like with your spotting
beards,
and beards, your mountain, your mountain energy,
exactly,
your mountain man energy.
That's the new drink, the new energy drink.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I really like that trail, man. I think I was telling Corey today.
Again,
yes,
I think that's pretty close to like my peak. I think for that rig, like that's some of the sections on that.
No,
close. I didn't say it is. I think it's close. Like maybe going the other direction.
Nobody broke anything. So,
well, yes, they did. So it's sitting at our shop right now.
What happened?
So the one Forerunner. We got to the bottom. You guys took off. Some people went that way.
Well, so let's tell that story, and then you can tell us what happened. So we got to the bottom of the trail, and it was Casey was like, all right, if you're going back to the shop, we're turning left here on. It was a Grapevine Canyon, and we were like, nope, we're turning right. So from here, this point here on the map, all the way to the freeway. It was fun. It was a pretty graded. It very much reminded me of Cleghorn or Pilot Rock. Not a lot of obstacles, but a fun windy road.
Yep.
And it was
a lot of offshoots there too.
A lot of offshoots and opportunities. It was called Juniper Flats. We stopped at the BLM kiosk and got one of the maps and some information about it. The only thing that was funky was we got down to the bottom where it looked.
There's no crossing right there.
Yeah, so at the bottom on the trail map, on my map, it looked like we would be able to cross the railroad tracks, and there wasn't really a good spot. So we went scouting and found this bridge, and there was just enough room to fit a Land Cruiser through there. I was a little bit sketched out making it through there, and then Nicole went right after me, and she was on the radio. She's like, and I don't know if she's in the chat room still, but she was like, "Was it that bad?" I'm like, "No, it's good. Go ahead."
Dude, Matt almost hit his. Dude, you were an inch away from hitting the pillar there.
That's like, you might as well say a mile to me, because I have that kind of skill set.
It was at least 6 inches.
Yeah.
It was. But it was kind of cool. We went through that that bridge, and then just cruised all the way down. And Nicole says that sucked. And went all the way back down. Once we got to the freeway, we were golden, and it was a quick trip home. But so when we left Casey and made it to the 18, you guys turned and went the opposite direction and went back to the shop. What happened?
Yeah. Well, Corey had a lead foot. We didn't anticipate it taking as long as it did, so he needed to get his wife back up the hill to go to work. So he's like, "Hey, all right, everybody, it's straight up this road into Fawnskin. I'm gonna haul ass," and he took off. And so when we were all towards the back, we stopped because Zen had to get in Matt's truck, and then there was that FJ Cruiser and the one other Xteras, and they weren't sure which way they wanted to go, and I told him, it's like Victorville and all that stuff's that way, or we're going to go back up to Big Bear. He's like, about how long?
Victorville, Jesus Christ,
yeah.
go.
Yeah. They said, nope. They're like, how long is it going to be? I says, I don't know, maybe 30 minutes. I'm going to haul ass. They said, let's fucking haul ass. And I could see nobody on the trail ahead of me. So I put my foot into it. We were hauling ass down that road and caught up to everybody. And then we got up to past Vomit Canyon, right? The entrance to Vomit Canyon right there on 3 and 14. And then it does that like a button hook right, and it goes up that hill. You know what section of trail I'm talking about?
Yeah, I'm looking at the map right now.
So you come down 3 and 14, you pass 3 and 08 on your left, that's Vomit Canyon, and it drops down into that, you're down at the bottom of a canyon, and then it starts to come up to the left, and then it's a pretty sharp right turn, and it goes just straight at the side of a mountain until you get up. That's taking you back up towards like Hannah Flats and stuff.
Yeah. You guys took it to Coxy Road, right?
Yeah, that's Coxy Road. Yeah. So we got up to the top of that and we were moving pretty quick, and there's some pretty good dips. And it was like a right-handed turn with like a washed out section, and this 4Runner just hit it with like full speed. And
he broke his seat.
He was just he got on the road on the radio. He's like, "Oh my God, I hit that so hard, like that hurt, whatever." And then we got out to the road, and everyone Corey was like, "You can come to the shop in Arup if you want." So we're cruising down the highway, and everyone's like, "Hey man, does the guy in the 4Runner have a radio? Because his wheel does not look good." And I was kind of way back there. Every once in a while I caught a glimpse of him, but I couldn't really tell. It looked like it was towed out a little bit or something, but apparently he snapped the SPC upper ball joint on his passenger side, and it was just cocked way in, like bowed in, you know. And so they got it to the shop, and of course he lifted it up and it just popped right back in.
Oh really?
Yeah, but he left it for us to fix. So
yeah, it's compromised at that point, right?
Yeah,
like,
for sure.
Yeah, I wouldn't run it.
So I just quickly mapped the route that I think you guys took to get out there, and it was 12 miles. It was 12 and a half miles at the very least to get back out to Fawnskin.
Okay.
No, well, like when you were saying you didn't think it'd be that long. I mean, that's
thank you, Captain Obvious.
I said, I told her, I says, I don't know, it's probably 30 minutes. I said, I'm gonna haul ass, and they were like, yeah, let's haul ass. The guy in that Xterra, he's Titan swapped. He had some pretty badass suspension. It wasn't like all flashy like that other Xterra, but it was built right. He had like full Heim steering. It was Titan swapped. The thing was badass.
Yeah, he had. I'm assuming ARB lockers. He had an ARB diff cover in the back. Yeah, it was a really, really nice. It may or may not have forced me to look for Xterras on Craigslist. just saying.
I thought it went extremely well. I was super happy with the trail, obviously, and then just the group of people that showed up and
dude, that
how
trail
everything
was no
went.
joke. I mean, my truck it got hot. It got a little hot. My brakes got
really?
hot. Yeah, on a section. It's like, damn. It's like
No, once we got into the higher altitudes and we had climbed, some pretty steep stuff. Yeah, my truck was getting really. I had to turn my AC off.
Dang.
And
I turned it off for like all the hill climbs. I turned it off, do the hill climbs, because so I'm not losing any power or anything like that, and then I would turn it right back on.
I did not.
I did all that shit with the AC on, and my truck was like, "Hey,
yeah,
Dick, why don't you roll down a window?" And so I was like, "You know what? You're a good truck, and I'll go ahead and do that for you." Plus, I got to get to work tomorrow.
Yeah.
But that's a really good test, man. If you have a rig that you just built up, or you really want to test I think that's like the perfect trail because it has a little bit of everything. It has hill climbs, it has descent, it has off camber parts, some ruts.
Yeah,
I mean, some flat areas.
Rocky, even that section. Once we were pretty much done with all the rocky section, and the last little bit before we got to the cutoff point where you guys left, where it's just kind of twisty. It's like a
Yeah.
dirt road. There's
Yep.
not a ton of obstacles, but it's just twisty, kind of
Yep.
downhill, a little uphill. Like that section's super fun too.
You mean the part where Corey said like 4 times? As soon as we get over this, it's pretty much
Oh,
flat
yeah,
all the way
yeah,
out.
yeah,
I mean, as
yeah.
soon as we get over this, it's
Yeah,
flat
I mean,
all the way
just-
out.
Yeah.
It should be. You can take it out of 4 low, guys. We're
Flat
all
all
Yeah.
the way out. Yeah.
Yeah, but this trail also reiterated the fact that we all need better comms, man. Because
Yeah.
I could hear Corey, but I would try to respond and nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Casey, do you know if you guys got the my other 2 radios?
Yes,
Okay.
we have them.
What 2 radios?
Yeah, which 2 radios are you referring to?
Yeah, we just got to get those hard mounted
Yeah.
GMRS radios, and then just use the handhelds for like if you got to get out to spot somebody
Agreed,
or
for sure.
that kind of stuff. So
Yeah, totally agree. So I don't want to get into a lot of the detail, Jose, but you got to experience the Foam Cell Pro. This is the first run with the Foam Cell Pro.
Mm-hmm.
It sounded like you were happy.
Extremely happy, man. Like it finally feels sorted out, the truck. Yes, full disclosure, we were an Icon sponsored, but I bought that before we even were sponsored by Icon.
Yeah,
So.
yeah, that's right.
But it just never felt, and maybe it's on my part because I never knew how to adjust the shocks the way they needed to be as far as the compression dial setting. It just never felt sorted, and I would bottom out all the time in the rear. And I think that's just because I think the springs that come with the Icon kit, I mean, all stages 1, 2, and 3, the springs are the same.
Yeah.
And there's no option for like heavier load, or it's just you just get whatever springs they offer.
And the diameter is noticeably smaller.
Yes, I think that it worked fine when I was stock, like completely stock. But once I put the rear bumper on and the tire carrier and stuff, that's when I started bottoming out. And I don't think those springs are made for anything other than stock.
Okay.
But at the same time, they were more flexier then, so they made them more flexier. I could tell my truck articulated way more, but with these new Ironman, I like I said, I put a small post on Instagram. I don't feel like I made any compromise by switching over to the Ironman. In fact, I couldn't even tell. I couldn't tell a loss in performance, if any, by switching over to, because they're not a bypass shock, right?
Yeah,
the Ironman ones. But dude, I bombed it on. I pushed it on the last little.
Oh yeah.
Washboard.
Yeah.
When we were headed to the 18, I got up to like 60 miles an hour.
Nice.
I wanted to see.
So max speed.
So max, dude. I was going light speed.
He hit the nitrous.
Yeah. I was Paul Walker, bro. But yeah, dude. I mean,
R.I.P.
Yeah, R.I.P. Paul Walker. But no, dude. That truck just feels like how I've always wanted it to feel now. It's so sorted now. So, but I'll be doing a blog post about it. I mean, yeah,
A full review.
But
Yeah, we'll talk about more about that. But yeah, I could tell, like, you seemed I could tell by the way you were driving, like you had
I was
100% confidence.
And everything I tackled, I had no worries, dude.
Mm-hmm.
And I was in the back, so I was tail gunning again, and especially that.
Where you belong.
Yeah, exactly. That part, the shale climb, I was like, man, that's pretty steep. And then I just 4 low first gear, and I just Billy goated up that trail, dude. I fell in love all over again with my truck this past weekend.
That's good. There was a quick clip of the video I posted on Instagram, but there was that rock section where we like everybody was coming down.
Oh, yep.
And you just walked over it. Like, not even, it was like, whatever, I don't even have to think about this now. Like, you were.
Yeah, I mean, that truck has so much clearance. Like, I didn't even hit my sliders on any of this stuff. No.
Sick.
I mean, I love that truck, dude. I love that truck.
All right, somehow I got to get 35s under my truck.
So do we do that trail again, or we go
I
straight
think we
to
should do
Gold
it
Mountain?
the other way.
Gold Mountain.
Oh, after that trail, I feel like ready to take on Gold Mountain. I may, yeah.
Yeah, dude. I mean, I haven't done Gold Mountain, but just the steps are kind of like the hardest part, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
The gatekeeper, and then the steps.
And the steps.
Yeah. The White Mountain, what we just did, that's a black diamond trail. It's like rated the same as Gold Mountain.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go, dude.
The only thing that I remember from Gold Mountain that could be an issue for some of our vehicles is when you get to those steps, the approach and departure angle, may require some stacking or some pulling.
Some rigs might need stacking.
Yeah, but I think the majority of it, all of us could do. Everybody that was on that trip could do, with the exception of potentially the stock Tacoma.
Yeah.
But
that's a lot of that has to do with the fact that he's on like street tires, not even all terrains.
Yeah,
straight up street
There's
tires.
definitely been stock trucks that have gone up.
Yeah, and kudos to Ralph Green Thumb Tacoma for hanging with the big dogs in a stock Tacoma with street tires. I mean, he did a great job. But yeah, Case, I think a combination, like we talked about last week about the next expedition towards the fall being Big Bear, and we do maybe Gold Mountain, that area one day, and then this trail that you guys had the other opposite direction the next day.
The thing is, man, that Suicide Hill that we went down, I don't know. I mean, that's going to be tough to get up that.
You think it's tougher than that shale climb we did?
It's steeper.
I personally,
it is steeper, and there's just random fucking boulders.
That shale climb, I personally didn't have any issues with it. I mean, as long as you had like Matt was saying, 4 low, just on the throttle all the way up, I didn't have any issues with that. I would have
that particular spot got beat up.
Yeah,
and again, I watched. I was one of the final 5 vehicles, I think. And again, at first it was like, oh, everybody's just doing it, and then that little red Wrangler had problems. Like, I thought they were going to have to go. Somebody's going to have to pull them up that spot. And then, from there, it just everybody had issues. Like they had to back. It was at least 3 vehicles that had to back up.
Oh, really?
And then hit it hard. Carry momentum through.
If you did it right, like if you approached it right, the right setting, 4 low or locker helped obviously, and first gear, and you just kept your foot into it and picked a good line, there was not really an issue, but I think just not everybody tackled it exactly how they should have, and those are the ones that struggled.
Mm-hmm. But I do think I do think the next expedition will probably be this fall in Big Bear at some point. We'll somehow put together a couple of those trails. I really liked that trail system. I thought you guys did a great job pulling that off.
Thank you.
Lastly, the 4th of July. So we were talking about, we kept it mellow. We were at Matt's house for the afternoon. Kids were swimming. Jose was at his in-laws' house, but it sounded like the video that I saw from your house and talking to Jose earlier today sounded like it was a war zone in Fontana again. Just want to get an update.
Yeah.
Every year, but
year.
we survived. But that pool, my water is now green. It's like I don't know what was happening with the kids or what.
What's the rust?
Yeah, right. I think it was the kids just peeing or something. I don't know. Like we all the way to the bathroom downstairs. We put out like a carpet or rug to walk on because you're going to be wet, right? Going to the bathroom. It's dry. It's completely dry. Kids are in that pool from 1 until 5 or 6, whatever. But that was probably the biggest sacrifice made or whatever. Gonna have to have the pool guy work overtime to
Extra
get that
chlorine.
Whatever it takes. But yeah, Fontana every year it's the same, and it's in my immediate neighborhood. It's like 2 clusters of homes or whatever, and they seem to have like a battle, and there's just salvos of just mortar rounds. This guy he had some crazy shit too. Like it was like like a skyrocket or whatever, but it would just like pulse, like it was a trip, and then explode. That was pretty rad. And every year they come up with different shit. It's like, how much money? I dropped $300 on just the Safe and Sane, whatever, which is gone in like a half hour.
Mm-hmm.
Like I just literally burned $300. How much money are these people blowing on illegal fireworks? Like from Peru?
And the gas to get out there to buy them.
Yeah.
Unless they work at a factory, a fireworks factory.
Oh yeah, those are very prominent, especially in Fontana.
It's okay. Well, I hope everybody had a good holiday, safe holiday. Nobody ended up with X-rays of their hand discombobulated, like I sent to the guys.
Did you see that meme that said, "Today there's like tons of people that don't even realize that today is their last day with 10 fingers."
You've had 2 of those days, Casey.
Oh yeah.
I was gonna say we also we did not kick out our.
Yes, we're gonna do it right now.
I'm doing it right now.
I've already done it.
Oh, you did?
Yep.
I was putting all the names in there.
We've also got.
random.
I think since the cutoff date, we've gotten more reviews. So
I already did it.
We either got to re-up it for the people that have left reviews since the cutoff, if we want. I don't know how we're gonna do that.
So here, we're going to do it live right now.
Doing it live.
I'm pulling it up. These are all of the reviews we got. And then we're going to do if you're watching on YouTube, you can see this live. So we're going to do a random number generator. Okay.
1 to 16.
So I'm going to do 0 to 17 just to make sure that no one's excluded. and if we
what if 17 or 0 gets picked?
Then we'll just spin again.
You double down on that. Always.
Snake eyes.
Okay, so here's what we're going to do. We are going to do we're going to give away 3 shirts. I am going to generate a random number from here live. You guys are seeing this happen live. And
confirmed, this is live.
This is live.
This is actually happening right now.
Actually happening. And
you mean you're picking a winner in my subconscious?
In your upper conscience, I don't know. So real quick, here is the list of people that are included in this: Dave from Oregon, Charles, Danny O, Luke's 10K, Green Thumb Taco, Lonely in Phoenix. Mental Bill, Bama Country Boy, Easy Like Sunday Morning, also Dave from Oregon, Shanley 929, Bubble Fever, hashtag Spits, Arizona AZUPS,
Bubble Fever,
Bobby Flower.
That there's a difference there.
I can't see.
Wow.
Nathan from Pittsburgh and Tom Likes Tacos.
Tip top.
It's tip tops.
It's on tip tops. Okay, ready? Generate. Here's the number of the people.
So there's 3.
We're gonna give away 3. We're gonna give three shirts. Ready? Generate a number. Number 3. Danny O. Okay, so Danny O is 1. So Danny, I need you to send me a DM on Instagram with your
slide into
my DM with your shirt size and address.
Get in there real deep, like.
Okay.
Deep as you can.
Yeah. Look,
we're not judging.
We don't need to explore that any further. So, all right. Then we're gonna hit number 2.
Yeah,
ready?
Did you have to think right there? Or
no. Well, I was trying to.
Did you have a short circuit?
I was trying to do this because I want to highlight that so we don't pick him again. So
did your controller run out of battery?
Yes. So I was trying to. This is what I wanted. I wanted this. There we go. So I'm highlighting that cell. All right, we're gonna hit the second winner is number 11, Shanley 929. I don't know who that guy is.
We don't know them.
Nah, pick a different person.
Yeah. So Shanley929, whoever you are, you need to slide into my DMs with your new address.
Some would say he does already.
Yeah.
Or whoever they are.
Yes.
On a regular basis.
I may
times
or may not get DMs from that person regularly. All right, last one. Ready? We're gonna get the last one. 1, 2, 3. Number 14, Arizona UPS guy.
Sorry, the FedEx guy. Arizona FedEx one.
AZ UPS guy. So AZ UPS guy. Slide into the Trail Chaser DMs on Instagram with your shirt size and an address, and I'll get you a shirt ordered and sent out. So thank you to all of you that did the reviews. That is huge. We really appreciate it. We'll come up with, in the next week or two, come up with something else to do, something a little bit easier for everybody, and do like a like and follow or something.
Was that
Do a
difficult?
calendar.
Well, there was some back and forth. Like, there's a couple people in here that tried to leave reviews on Spotify or Google Podcasts, and if you're not an Apple user, it's a little bit hard. So something that's
get an iPhone,
or don't. So we'll come up with another thing. So, but as for this contest, Danny O, Shanley929, and AZ Ups guy, send me your shirt sizes and a address, and I'll send you guys something.
Yeah, we're doing a calendar next.
No, we are not doing it. We will never ever.
I'm in, Jose.
Never. We will never ever do a calendar ever. God, that was December of 2018, and that is still like the biggest failure of this show.
I mean, that's pretty good then.
Yeah, 3.5 years, and that's still the biggest failure. I think we're winning.
Yeah, we're winning, dude.
Well, it's maybe not the biggest failure. It's just a big failure. Sorry, Mental Bill. You lost specifically because you said Matt was hot. All right, guys. Well, I appreciate
Those are the breaks.
Those are the breaks. We appreciate everybody who provided those reviews, and thank you guys all for listening. Thank you for joining in the chat room. Thanks to Sam and his wife for being the Mans and Women's on the Street at Pacific Northwest.
Thank you.
I thought Matt said we had more reviews though.
Since then, do we want to read those?
Well, I think you included them in the drawing. At least the dates match up.
Okay, yeah. I went all the way through the 21st. So it was anybody that was through the 21st, because there was someone that had commented they made the review on the 21st after we went live. But since we didn't do the drawing until now, I included it all the way through the 21st. So we'll come up with something new for everybody the next time around, and something fun. I don't know. We'll come up with. If anybody's got any ideas for contests, let us know. And next week we've got a interview scheduled, and I think maybe the week after that we'll try that listener sign up for interviews. Let me see. No, we have an interview after that too. So maybe in 3 weeks we'll do listener signups, open mic night. All right, guys. You have penalty of ideas. Nicole, all of my ideas should be penalized, not to be confused. So, anything else, guys? Before we kick it off, before we kick everybody off.
No, I think we're good.
All right, Casey, you and Corey did a great job this weekend, man. Thank you for pulling that off, for letting us participate. It was a good time.
Yep. Hopefully another one soon.
Yeah, I agree. All right, everybody. Well, thank you for joining us, and everybody will talk to you next week. Have a great night.
See ya.